What's up, everyone? Today we have a commentary of something that isn't related to Minecraft or Twitter. I just really couldn't be bothered to make those videos since, I've taken a bit of a break from YouTube just because I was kind of losing my passion for making videos. So I decided to talk about or to come back to YouTube with a topic that I'm actually interested in or just can really relate to. And from the memes and the TikToks I've seen on my For You page and such, I think a lot of people can relate to me on this. The topic I'm saying is every day feels the same. Like, I know for a fact it isn't just me, because I didn't even really realize this until I noticed a lot of people pointing it out. But, for obvious reasons, every day feels the same. Like, it's not some big mystery to me or to everyone else why every day feels the same. But it kind of just, I don't know, it just has really dawned on me that my entire day is kind of the same. And even though, I do different things throughout the day, for example, my dog had an appointment today, so that was different. Today still feels basically the same as yesterday. And for example, a lot of people have been saying, dang, this has gone by so quickly. I've actually thought about this for a little bit. I think it's kind of interesting. So when you have your memory, right? You don't remember every individual day unless you dig it up, right? Maybe you see a notebook where you wrote down about a certain day and you remember it, but normally you wouldn't be able to get this memory from, free recall, let's say. So what your mind is doing, from what in my interpretation, is it kind of has checkpoints. For example, if you think about 2019, maybe you had a really big dance, maybe you had a relative die, really big events that kind of like set apart like the days, or at least something that you'd be able to remember to when you thought of, 2019, what happened then? Basically, with 2019, your brain has all these checkpoints through this big, vast memory, which it isn't remembering all the time, right? You can't remember every day and every second, or like life would be unbearable because you'd have to hold so much memory. You just can't do it. But anyways, 2019 feels like a year to people because the events that were really large in 2019 separate the days and the weeks and the months. I know at least that's true for me. But here's the thing with 2020. It kind of seems like it's only been like a couple months because nothing has changed since March for me. I mean, I've gone back to school. That's probably one of the bigger kind of like things that stand out for me. I guess a holiday or something like Thanksgiving was really weird this year, so it stands out to me. But unlike a normal year, you don't have those individual check marks. And of course, every day feeling the same is also an issue when it comes to it. So I've noticed a lot of people say that this year's gone by really quickly, but it's also been incredibly slow. I feel like the days are long, but if you reflect back on it, it goes by quickly because when you try and remember or you try and get an accurate idea of how long it's been, your brain / your memory doesn't have like the right number or doesn't have enough mental checkpoints to give you like a good dimension of how long it feels. I mean, we all are quite aware of how long it's been. You can count the months, but feels shorter because your brain, I'm pulling this out of my butt, by the way. Like, this isn't science or anything. But from what I'm assuming, your brain doesn't have enough of these mental checkpoints to give like the right dimensions. Anyways, that was kind of a tangent for a topic that's off topic anyways. But let's go back to every day feeling the same. So when I wake up, and when I go to bed, I kind of do similar routines, and a lot of my day is kind of filled watching YouTube videos. I'm going to be honest with you, that's a lot of what I do. And also when I got up this morning and I was reading the news, right next to the thing about the vaccine was like new strain. I didn't even look into it. I just saw mutation, new strain, and at this point, I don't even want to read that anymore. Honestly, it seems like everyone on the internet is just kind of just depressed by this whole thing. And one thing I saw, I think it was like Nabber posted about this on his Twitter or something, where basically he was talking about how some people were like, yo, you can't be like sad, everyone's in this together. And I think, his response and my response to this would be, no, we can all be sad. We can all agree that this sucks. Even if it sucks in different levels, it's okay that, your emotions don't have to be relative to the conditions of other people. I mean, for example, people, middle class Americans can have pretty terrible times, but people in, countries that are much more destitute and having like relatively a much worse time can both feel the same negative emotion. Like, your emotions don't have to be relative. We can all be feeling bad at the same time, even if everyone's going through it, or you're going through it at different levels. I think we can all agree that we can all feel bad. I think honestly another thing that's just there is the fact that like there isn't really a clear end to this. It's like the forever ongoing winter at this point. I mean, I think the closest thing to like a this is going to be over soon, which you know is kind of a lie, but whatever, it would be the vaccine. But as I said, as soon as we got good news about the vaccine, which we don't even know if it's going to work yet, I really am hoping for the best of it. We see like new strain in England, and I'm just punching sand at this point, dude. Like, I don't know, man. Like, honestly, my day to day right now is significantly better than it was over the summer. Like, over the summer was not a fun time for me, as I'm sure it was for other people, or I'm sure it wasn't for other people. But I'm doing better now for sure. I'm actually kind of just chilling, but it's also like I'm also aware that like, you know, 3 more months, 4, 5, 6. If this keeps going on, it's going to get worse, at least for people. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to speak more about it because I think I've said everything I needed to. And I think everyone's going through the same thing as well. So hopefully through this video, I kind of just said some things that were kind of just validated what some people were thinking. Because, maybe, I've noticed that other people are like thinking these things, but maybe you haven't. So yeah. So I don't exactly know what I want to post on this channel. I think something in the kind of the lines of this, where it's kind of like commentary about a topic I'm interested in. I'm still going to do a lot of videos like I was doing before, but maybe just a bit more of my opinion and a little bit shorter because they don't need to be as long as they were in my opinion. But I also kind of want to mix in stuff that is just topics of general interest or stories or just things that don't have to be about YouTube or Twitter or Minecraft or something like that. So something like a video like this. I'm honestly not as concerned about this video doing well, but I'd still like people to see it who are subscribed to me. So if you want to help me out with that, just leave a like in the video and comment something stupid. Actually, comment door. Let's bring that back. That was kind of cool. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Shout out to the channel members. If you want to help me out, you can hit that join button, but it's no sweat if you don't. Also turn on my notifications because YouTube won't always like recommend me your videos or recommend you my videos. It just is what it is. But anyways, peace.